Good evening. Sorry for another late night talk here, but I wanted to share another piece of informational facts with you all. Tonight, this one is a little personal, not really personal, but a private subject that I don't really like to talk about, so you just might see me blush tonight. So, let's talk about sex after a hysterectomy. Some women actually have great concern as far as how intercourse would be and how it would feel after a hysterectomy. Some people may actually be excited because if you're an endometriosis patient like I am, you will no longer have the pain or hope to no longer have the pain. Or any of the issues or symptoms of it after, so you would think, well, maybe intercourse would be a little bit more enjoyable and not be painful. But you really wouldn't know or even find out until the scenario actually happens. So, because every woman is different. But I'm going to share some fun facts with you, just from my research, because, you know, the doctors really don't, hey, Megan, the doctors really don't give you this information as far as what actually happens after a hysterectomy with your life. So you kind of have to go with the flow of things. But one of the things is that they do tell you is the most important thing is that you have to wait to have sex for 4 to 6 weeks after. It's very important to wait until you are released from your doctor to have sex again, simply just because so you don't open up your incisions and cause internal bleeding. So it's very important that you have to wait for that. Another thing, I'm not going to share all these topics with you because this is like a topic I don't really like to talk about, but it's fun information facts I wanted to share. So, some other things that, you know, could happen is like changes in the pelvic area. So, a hysterectomy can actually cause certain changes in the pelvic area, which could actually be a good thing for intercourse. It can make it more enjoyable for those who really have not been able to experience enjoyable intercourse. Or you can also experience sexual discomfort. Usually, I'm going to get real with you, so I do apologize. We're all adults here, right? But sexual discomfort really because of vaginal dryness. So one thing that my doctor told us once we were released or gave the okay to start having intercourse again was to make sure you use a lot of lube because since you don't have all of your female organs anymore, you experience dryness. So, and it can actually be very painful and very discomforting, to be honest. Or, you know, you can still experience pain during intercourse. So for me, it's like, it's hit or miss on my part. There's some days if I'm feeling really good and funky, it could be extremely enjoyable, but then there's other days where I'm just like, okay, that hurts, yeah. We're good here. But it's really, you just have to, and I don't know if it's more of a mental thing. It probably could be more of a mental thing because before I would actually, every time I think about that, I refer it to pain because that's exactly what it felt like before. So I kind of need to get out of my emotions. I need to get out of my mental state when it comes to that. So that's something I'm still working on. And luckily, thank God, my husband is very supportive and being extremely patient with me. So, and the last thing that I wanted to share with you is one thing that women question is an orgasm after hysterectomy. Will that change? Will it be different? Will they still experience it? So from the research that I have found was sometimes it will be more. It will be extremely more enjoyable. Some women actually experience an even bigger, I'm sorry, I am blushing a little bit, an even bigger orgasm than what they usually have before. But some women may not even experience it hardly at all. So you kind of have to change up the little spunk and the heat in the bedroom so they can play around and figure out how they can get that to happen again. So, but in my blog that I wrote, I shared more information and more fun facts and tips for sex after a hysterectomy. So once I get that posted, please take a look at it. So that way you can understand some things a little bit more. But the reason why I am sharing all this information with all of you is because it's to me, it's important facts. It's important information that you're not told beforehand. You only find out about it once it happens, or by, like me, I do research on anything that I go through because I want to know what's going to happen afterwards. I don't want to be surprised. But the doctors really don't tell you everything. So I wanted to share this information so you all have the facts and have the important information about hysterectomies and what the side effects happen after hysterectomies. So anyway, thank you very much for coming on tonight and seeing me blush a little as I talk about a very private subject. And on Monday, I will continue the series and talk about some more informational facts of what happens after hysterectomy. Hope you all have a wonderful evening and a great Saturday.